Hey there, everybody. I'm Jack. Welcome to another episode of Raw Tropical Living. I appreciate you tuning in today. Nice lazy Sunday morning here in South Alabama. I'm kind of just blissed out. I've had a gallon of watermelon juice this morning. I just couldn't stop the last couple of days. I think my brain knows, my body knows that the juice train is coming to an end and trying to get as much as possible. I'm hoping I can have juice every day for the next almost 2 weeks, week and a half, until I take off to head up to upstate New York for the Woodstock Fruit Festival. But yeah, feeling hydrated and hydrated every day. So anyhow, want to talk about some raw food diet truth and reality today. Do or do not. I do videos every day, so I'd really appreciate if you take the time and go down and hit that subscribe button right now, and then click on the little bell and check send notifications so you'll be sure and stay subscribed to the channel. It's funny, get questions on this stuff all the time, and I just, I'm constantly, things are going around in my head. I live here by myself. I don't have any conversation. And, I get suggestions all the time, it's just kind of like the armchair quarterback, giving, well, maybe you should do this. Why don't you do this? Why don't you add this? That's too much of this. That's too much of that. And it's all cool. It's all cool. But it kind of just goes in one ear and out the other because I would be insane. Let me play devil's advocate. Why would I change one thing that I'm doing until I have some sort of evidence that leads me otherwise? And you might have some reasons for that, and your reasons might be valid to you, and I'm not saying they're not valid reasons. I'm just saying they're not to me, that I've got to feel it. And until I start noticing some things, and I am very vigilant. I'm kind of that skeptic. Even though I do what I do and I go by intuition a lot and how I feel, I'm always in the back of my mind watching out for certain things. Okay, don't want to get a deficiency if a deficiency was to arrive. But anyhow, things like that I don't worry about too much. But yeah, I'm not going to change what I'm doing. Whether you agree, disagree, or whatever, I'm not changing anything until my body leads me there. This has been 6 years. I haven't made a lot of decisions. I haven't done a lot of cerebral work on this thing. It's just all to where what I eat right now is where the last 6 years have led me. I see it out there every day, and I kind of psychoanalyze and probably, like I say, overthink too much because I have a lot of time on my hands. And it's just the endless questions. Pop into some groups tomorrow. Don't say one word. Don't post anything. Don't respond to anything. Just go to all your groups. Interact or go to all your groups, check on all your friends, don't respond, and just see all the questions out there, all the questions that are constantly going around. And you know what? To a large extent, yes, questions are good. People haven't figured it out yet. But at some point, the questions just kind of become procrastination. The questions just become a way of putting things off psychologically. And how do I know this? Because I've done this. I still do this in certain areas of my life where it's all about, people watch tons of videos. They read the books and they watch their YouTube videos every day, and they read and they're following, and they've asked questions for 2 years. And psychologically, they're just trying to push it away, push that starting date off. In their head, it's something like, well, I'm just trying to figure it all out, and then we will proceed. You learn as you go. You learn by doing. You learn by getting in that damn kitchen and mixing a bunch of things. Don't ask these ridiculous questions about minute details of recipes or how to do this or how to do that. Get your ass in the kitchen. Play. Experiment. Nobody's going to spoon feed the stuff for you. Roll your sleeves up, get your hands dirty, so to speak, and experience this lifestyle. There's a lot of folks talking about, and there's those that are experiencing this lifestyle. I'm all about the experiencing stuff. I'm not good at telling you and answering this, oh, well, this because of this and this and this. But understand, go back through any one of my videos and see where any of them I've said, I'm not an expert. I'm not a guru. Not at all. I don't tell you do what I do. As I've always said, this channel is just, here's how I eat. I show almost everything I eat. I don't know how you could get much more transparent than the way that I do my social media and my YouTube channel. I do, I've got a playlist, what I eat in a day videos. You go to Instagram and follow me. And I don't tell people this. I don't tell people this just, oh, I'm trying to get Instagram followers. I tell them because people ask me, or they're kind of skeptical. Well, do you do this? Go to my Instagram. I'm not saying I post every bite of food I eat every day, but I post almost everything I eat, so you can see what I'm eating over there. And like I say, it's everybody just wants to kind of get it perfect. And they're almost afraid. Listen, let's put this in perspective. They're afraid, like almost if they miss one little thing, their health is going to go awry. I see such timidity. Is that a word? Where you're timid? Being timid, is that timidity? I usually know my vocabulary pretty good, but people are like, they're so... I just pick up a tone sometimes, and I pick up tone from people and what they post and whatever, that they're afraid if they don't have this raw food diet down just so, and if they don't know everything that they've got to be getting, their body's going to fall apart. Now think of the logic of that. You've probably eaten a standard American diet for a good portion of your life. I did. I did for 48 years of my life. I'm 54, so you've got 48 versus 6. Now that you know a little bit about this lifestyle, I don't know how much everybody out there knows, but now that you know a little bit about this lifestyle, you probably know enough to know how little you were getting of actual nutrition on that standard American diet. Especially, and that depends, because your mileage may vary a lot. Some people, myself included, I went through a lot of periods where I ate a lot of fruit. Well, not a lot of fruit like we do now, but I would eat fruit, go on periods of eating fruit a lot in the morning. But just think about the things, the damage you did to your body. I did to my body for 48 years, and yet I'm supposed, the fried food, the large amounts of meat, the dairy, all this stuff, which basically didn't have a lot of nutrition to it, but now I'm supposed to worry because I'm getting a lot of nutrition in my body. No. You learn by doing, and you will learn as you go, and you will make mistakes as you go. There's no doubt about that. If you're waiting to learn enough to where you can start doing this lifestyle and just flawlessly do it perfectly and have all this greatness, you're going to be waiting around for a long time because you're never going to do this perfect. You're going to make a lot of mistakes, and those mistakes are the learning, or where we learn. You will learn more from a mistake you made yourself, that you felt, you experienced, and now you've corrected, than you ever will by any expert. And somebody that actually may be an expert is going to give to you by telling you this. I know I'm just like almost going overboard with this feel, but you have to feel this lifestyle to really embrace it, to really get it, to really understand it, and to really thrive on it. Sorry, it's not quite I don't have a good light over here. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything in my notes. But no, I didn't miss anything. That's just basically it. That's the truth of it. Get in and do. It's kind of like Yoda says, do or do not. Have you been trying to do this lifestyle for 2 years? Have you? That's your rhetorical question. Only you answer yourself. Okay, something hasn't worked out. Something hasn't worked out. And I do notice that a lot of people, there's this time period. People either get it or they don't. And if they don't get it after a certain amount of time, they just tend to be hangers-on, and they're dabbling, and they're just constantly yo-yoing back and forth, and nothing seems to be working for them. If you're one of those people, it's never too late. Don't be proud. Scratch it all and start over. Start over as a beginner. That's humbling. That's really humbling for people. It's whatever we do, if we've been at a certain level before, or if we've been doing something for a certain period of time, I think sometimes maybe that would be thought of as weakness. Scrap what you're doing. Be real with yourself. If this lifestyle isn't working out for you, don't blame the lifestyle. Figure out how to do it, because there's enough examples of people out there thriving, doing it. I wish I could actually get verified. I should just have some skeptic come live with me for 6 months and just document the fact that, yep, he's crazy. He eats exactly like he says. He does exactly like he says he does. Because, I mean, this simplicity, I think I get dismissed because I'm too simple. I think that's why I don't get as many views as some, which is okay. And that's why I'm not taking it seriously. But I just live simple and I like it. And I feel good all the time. And that's always going to be the indicator for me because I don't know, maybe it's just still the novelty hasn't worn off of feeling good all the time. But get in there and be a practitioner. That's how we learn anything in life. You know, at some point, and we do need to ask questions. I don't want to anybody to misunderstand that. Don't ask anybody any questions. Yes, we need to question things. We need to educate ourselves early on in this process, but mostly this is a lifestyle of doing. And if you're waiting for somebody else to make this program work for you, to spoon feed it to you, to write the next book for you, to give you the next recipe, you're going to be just on that wheel going round and round all the time trying to do this lifestyle. Don't try, do. Anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this one today. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. Hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Peace.